Hello crafters, today I'm going to be doing my favourites of 2017. So this is mainly card making favourites, but it's kind of also scrapbooking and mixed media and other things. And it's going to be divided into 3 sections. The first is going to be my favourite stamps and dies. Next is going to be my favourite colouring tools and kind of embellishments. And the last section is going to be tools. And everything's going to be time-stamped below, so you can kind of for your ease, and also everything will be linked below as much as I possibly can. And even before I start off, I really want to wish everybody a very happy 2018. It's not 2017 anymore. 2017 was a very good year on a personal level, but I know it wasn't like that in the world. So I just like to wish everybody a very happy 2018, and I hope it's going to be amazing. So I'm just going to get started. So my first section is stamps, and I have to say my favourite stamp company of 2017 is definitely Alt-New. I kind of expanded my collection, probably doubled my collection. It's not a very big collection of stamps, but I love it and I use them. So that's the main thing, I guess. And the first thing is the Garden Treasure set. You can't see it. And as you can see, I've used it a lot. It is so beautiful when you layer everything up, and you can obviously colour them. It makes for beautiful colouring, and it's not too detailed, but it really gives a very nice effect. And I have a video on this, so I'll card that here, 1 stamp 5 cards, and I really enjoyed making it. Next one is actually the Floral Garden, and this comes from the Alt-New New Day card kit, which is another of my favourites. I have 8 videos on this, so I'll card that up there, and it'll be linked down below as well. And this was an amazing kit, and I used it all up, and I wouldn't go so far as buying it again, because, you know, you don't want to do that, but I really enjoyed it. And of course I have the beautiful stamp set, and this stamp set is really beautiful for creating beautiful backgrounds with distressing, so you kind of spritz it. Anyway, I have the video on that up there, the 1 stamp 5 cards on that, and everything again will be linked down below. That'll be linked down below as well. And the dies from the kit are also some of my favourites of the year. There's this beautiful frame die, and I've used that in so many cards this year. And there's also these little useful hearts and star die. Actually, I didn't use that too much, but I love the frame. Next is actually from Tim Holtz, and this is the Mini Cats and Dogs set, and I really recommend you get the Crazy Bird set with it, Crazy Birds and things. This is actually the mini set, you can get them a bit bigger, but this is what I went for, and yeah, so this is definitely one of my favourite things this year. It's such a crazy style of drawing, and I really love it, and it's one of my most viewed videos on my channel, which is something I'm really grateful for. So thank you to everybody who liked that and watched that and commented. It means the world and a half to me, you don't even understand. So I really love this set, and again, it'll be carded up there. Next is actually some dies, and I don't know, it's actually these little stitch dies, and these are by The Works. I did this in a haul up there. This is actually what I'm using for storage. It's a little book I got. It's kind of like a scrapbook folder, except I got for like €1 in a cheap shop. So I love the Works dies, and I found the stitched ones, and I'm over the moon with them. So I've stitched rectangles, stitched squares, and stitched circles. That's another favourite this year, and also The Works is definitely a new find for me, and I'm very, very grateful I found them. And again, those dies are amazing. And the last stamp set of this year is the CMYK by We Are Memory Keepers. This is the Rose stamp, and it's an amazing set. And you can only do 1 image, but I think there's so many different ways to ink it up, and it's so beautiful that it's so versatile. And I can't wait to just make so many more cards with this. I did a test video up there, which I really did enjoy. And by the way, yeah, now I'm going to get onto my next section, which is my colouring mediums and my embellishments. So I'm going to start off with the embellishments. This is how I store my little little pearl dots and things. My favourites this year were the stickles, and I have these 3 colours. I especially used them for Christmas this year, especially those 2 colours, obviously. And I also really enjoy the multi-medium matte. I know it's not an embellishment, but it kind of is, you know. And I kind of also like these. These are from The Works, and they're like the Nouveau drops and things, but they go flat when they dry. That's not great, but, you know, I was glad to get them, and they're quite cheap, so it was worth it. Next, my trusty Docrafts Artiste watercolour markers were used a lot this year. I am so over the moon with this 36 pack. Did I do a review on these? I'm not even sure. But I might have done a review on these. No, actually it's my most viewed video, the review, but I didn't actually ever talk about the 36 pack. I did it out on the 12 pack, but if you want me to do that, tell me down below, and of course I'll do it. So these are always and forever in my favourites, in my opinion. Anyway. Next are, of course, the Memento Dewdrop inks, and of course with the Ultra New stamps you have to have these colour layering inks, but you don't have to, but it's recommended, and I am over the moon. I found these. They're great, they're amazing, and they're very, very cheap, and I think I did a review on those. I'm not sure. If I did, it'll be down below. Anyway. Next is this watercolour set, and I believe you can get something very similar in Michael's in America, but I got this in France, and it was under the Rico Design brand. But maybe they do it the same manufacturer and just stamp it differently. I do not know at all. And the lid comes off, which is great. These are not the highest quality colours in the world. If you really lay them on, they kind of come off with your finger. But I really just use them for quick drawing and things that I don't really care. They're not going to be hanging in a museum one day. So yeah, and I think if I use these up, I'll treat myself to a more expensive set, and my talents will definitely have improved, I hope. So, you know, kind of justify it more. But for people who are starting off, and for watercolouring cards, these are beautiful, and look, they just make me so happy every single time. So next is the tool section, and I think you can kind of guess what my first thing is. The Big Shot. I bought this, I think it was like, I got it for Christmas, so maybe like 3-4 years ago, and I've loved it ever since. So many new die cutting machines have come out over the years, especially the smaller ones, the cuter ones, but this is just this is the basic for me, the staple, and I think I'll never get rid of it unless something drastic happens. I don't think that's going to happen, and it's the perfect size. I've never needed to cut something bigger than this, so I've never met a die that doesn't fit into this, honestly. And yeah, I think it is an amazing tool. I think everybody should get it, or something very similar. So that's that. One thing is, it's a bit heavy, so you know, busy workout. Next, something that actually goes with the Big Shot is this Misc silicone rubber mat, and I actually have a whole video on this. It'll be down below, and cards if I can. I think I've run out of cards. And it's just this, but you can emboss your dies with it, and you can get amazing, amazing results. And again, I did the video on that, and it explains it in more detail over there, so check that out. Next are these scissors, and these are the Tim Holtz shears. As you can see, they're very soft. Again, I have a video of them up here, and it'll be linked down below as well. These are great. This morning I was cutting CDs through them, with them, as you do, and it wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but it cut through them very well. I was very impressed, and also it's great for fussy cutting images, and they're so comfortable, and they also look really good on camera, which is always very important. And yeah, I cannot recommend these enough. One thing is, they like little bits stick to them, so if you cut double-sided tape, it sticks to them, which it sticks to the blades, which is very annoying. But again, in that video I show you a solution on how to fix that. Next thing is a trimmer I bought recently, I think 2 months ago, and honestly I thought I'd have used it more, but I didn't, just because I cut and scored all of my paper before, and I don't know, for my Christmas cards and everything, and then I've kind of been doing other things, so you know, it's not bad, but I kind of wish I'd used it more. So I'll definitely be doing a review on this, and if you want me to do that, please tell me down below. And so that's a favourite. I won't go into it in too much detail now. Next, and this is the last thing, is my Misty most incredible stamping tool invented. I only got it for Christmas last year, so it's kind of like I only had it this year. But it's amazing. I could not have done my Christmas cards without it, but I could have. It would have taken twice as long. And I use it on almost every single stamping project, and I honestly could not live without it. I think it's so amazing, and I think it's just such a staple in every single crafter's craft room. I really did not know, I do not know how I didn't live without it and everything. So I love my Misty to death and back. So anyway, that is everything, I think. So thanks so much for watching, and thanks for sticking by for these long 10 minutes. And Happy New Year. I hope it's going to be a great year, and I'll be back next week doing more videos, and I'll be coming at you with more videos. And so please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.